Alright, hello everybody, welcome to Matsue Castle. This is in Shimane Prefecture on the Sea of Japan side. I thought I'd take you, whoa, it's a little bright, isn't it?
It's too bright.
It's too bright. So I thought I'd take you on a little tour around the castle. I'm starting from the top and then moving down into the bottom so you can see what it looks like. But it's absolutely beautiful. And you can see the cherry blossoms around the grounds here. Pan around. Really nice. This is on the top of Matsue Castle. And in the distance you can see Shinji Lake. Really nice. Oh, I think that's Daisen over there. No. Oh, the river? Okay, that's the Horikawa boat, right? That's alright. You can see that there's canals and moats in Matsue, and you can see the boat right here. Just moving down the canal really slowly. Oh, there's one right here as well. Very beautiful. It's been raining all morning. So it's nice that it's sort of stopped raining, because before it was absolutely miserable morning. Yeah. So I'm in Matsue just for the day, and what makes this castle really special is that it's in its original state. There aren't many castles in Japan that are like this. Most of them were destroyed either with natural disasters, earthquakes, or war, or fire, or gosh, I don't know. Just they're not original. But this one has survived the tests of time, and it's still in that state. I mean, made of wood, and that's also what made the Japanese castles so prone to destruction, because they are made of wood. A lot of them, mostly wood. You can see the roof is also made of wood here. Yeah. So got a chance to look at the view from here, so I thought maybe we'd walk down through the castle and then go outside, and then you can see what it looks like from that angle. I think this is better than Himeji Castle. The stairs are pretty steep. I'm not a big fan of Himeji Castle because they've redone it and it's too white. It looks like a Disney attraction to me. Whoa. Whoa. You have to go slow down these steps. Go. So a lot of the castle is sort of a museum that has armor, has, you know, things that they've, well, I'm going down the steps, have things that have survived through the years, and they've all been collected and put into glass cases. So the first couple of floors are like that. Here's a mural. I thought it was pretty interesting. And it depicts a lot of the history of the castle and this area. And in the castles all around Japan, you can see murals like this that give a sort of pictorial history of I guess this is pre-manga style, right? I never understood why these people shave their heads. But he doesn't look very happy about it either. This one's sort of a really touching one. It's a little sad. It looks like a guy's been carried away by a flood or something. Castles are violent places. This is a place, you know, of war, and there are areas where you could shoot arrows and bullets and drop hot rocks on people, and if there was any invasion, they were set up in this castle very well. Nice, you see the cherry blossoms through the gates. Through the grate here. All of it's made of wood, all in its original state. Okay, let's keep going down. So I'm going to be doing more in the next town on the Only in Japan Go site, live streaming. There's some really interesting places in the Yonago area. That's right at the Eishima Ohashi, if you remember that video, the big bridge. That was this area. So, yeah, that's Marcus behind me. Oh, this is pretty cool here. You can see what the town looked like. For those who saw the beginning of the feed, you could see what the city looked like then and now. What the city looks like now, and here's what the city looked like then. One bridge, one main bridge into Matsue, and then lots of little ones. Everything made of wood. And there's the castle. It's a different city then than it is now. The buildings looked like that. Wow. This is like the whole area. This is a massive. So that one was just Matsue. This is more like the whole area, and you can see the castle and its significance in this area, in the corner. Do you all see the castle? It's right there. So we're gonna go down more ninja steps here. Okay, whoa, these are so steep. You have to go up and down them slow or you will fall down. All right, this is the first room I came into when I entered the castle. earlier, and this one has armor. And these are some badass armor, I'm telling you. These aren't people I want to meet in a dark alley. And most of this armor is decorative, hundreds of years old. I'd love to try it on, but I have a feeling these guys were not as tall as me. I don't think I would fit in their armor. Marcus, you wouldn't fit in the armor. Marcus wouldn't fit in the armor, no. Look at this. Whoa. This is the boogeyman. Like Freddy Krueger. Again, not someone I want to fight with. Yeah. Look at this guy. It's creepy, isn't it? I don't even want to discuss this one. Alright, this is... So I found out about this later. I'll just show you. This is where they held the gunpowder. And you can see it's made out of quote-unquote leather. But it's in the shape of a sack. So use your imagination and you can figure out what part of the animal it was made from. But it's a natural, a natural shape for gunpowder, right? And they did have guns back then, so. The castle, all castles in Japan have a lot of the same stuff. This one is very particular to Matsue, but the helmets and the arrows, they're stuff that were found in this castle. Right. So that's why it's good to get going to all the other castles. Himeji is the most famous one, and I like the grounds a little bit, but I think it's too Disney-ish for my taste. After the renovations last year, it's too white. It's too I don't know. It looks like Disney Castle to me, which is not a bad thing. But it's just not, When you see this castle outside, if you stick with me for another 5 minutes or so, we're gonna go outside. I'll show you what the castle looks like from the exterior, and then you're gonna say, "Wow, this is so cool," because it's in its original state. It's an original castle. You can see that. All right. Oh, okay. More masks. Mask of death. Whoa. Whoa. Dude, these are gruesome. Oh, jeez. Gosh. Alright. Okay, we're almost down at the entrance now. What's shocking is a lot of the people visiting are elderly. They look like they're in their 70s or 80s, and they're walking up and down the steps. I'm very impressed. Man. All right, here's the entrance. Entrance to the castle. Oh, here, let me just show you in here. Here's the original ornaments for the top of the castle. Very old, and a lot of the original stuff that was replaced. They keep it in here. Right. So Matsue Castle, very, very cool. All of it is made of wood and stone. あ、ありがとうございました。I left the umbrella there. Yeah. I like that too. I mean, taking photos is okay. So. You want to see something funny? You want to see something funny? Hold on. Here, show him. His shoes are too big. His shoes wouldn't fit in the locker. That's pretty funny. What size are your feet?
13. It's a 12 UK.
Oh, right. So he has size 30 centimeter shoes, and I have 28 and a half, and they just barely fit in the locker. All right, what do I do with the key? That's my guy's shoes. So I didn't know that. If you have, in this area of Japan, if you have a passport or a card, you can you get a discount on the castle. So it's normally about 500 yen, and for me, it costs 280 yen just because I had my foreigner card with me, which is pretty crazy. Oh, here it is. Here's the key to my shoes, number 94. They just barely fit. I had to shove it in there. So this might pop open pretty. Okay. Yeah, in the castle you have to take off your shoes. Alright, thanks, man. Okay, shoes back on, and now we get a chance to take a look. Get a chance to take a look at the castle from the exterior. Oh, girls. Girls in kimono. That's totally worth it. That's totally worth it. Here, I'm gonna stalker cam zoom them in. Yeah. Kimono chicks. Very nice. The cherry blossoms are beautiful. You know, I was in Hamada City the other day. The cherry blossoms were about, I don't know, 30% bloomed, and here they are just about 100%. It's absolutely beautiful. And if you've never been to Japan during the cherry blossoms, you're missing something really special. And your first glimpse of the exterior of the castle comes right through the cherry blossoms. Yeah. So for only about a week out of every year, the castle looks like this with the white cherry blossoms, but if I step out, there you go. That's Matsue Castle. This is an original, one of the very few original castles in Japan that has not been rebuilt. And that's really stunning. Yeah, I've been to a lot of castles in Japan, but this one in particular is pretty cool, just because this is the way it looked. This is the way it was way back then. So there it is. Yeah, I'm glad it stopped raining. It was raining all morning. But now it's not. I might be able to get a chance to look around more. and see more of the city of Matsue. My goal is to go to Yonago. That's an interesting story because Marcus, I have to tell the story because you're like, people could hear you whispering, but Marcus, he called me up last night and because he saw that I was in the area. He lives in this area and yeah, he has a car and I'm hitchhiking, so guess what? I get a ride. So that's really nice of him to offer that. And also he's in this area, so he knows a lot more than I do about Matsue. Marcus from Brazil. now you're in there. you can't escape the camera now. So there you go. Matsue Castle. It really is a beautiful castle, isn't it? And it's sort of it is elevated up off the ground. This isn't a castle that I'd want to attack. I've seen like places where they could shoot and drop stuff on you, hot rocks and arrows and all sorts of stuff, hot tar. These are the same kind of castles, I guess, as European castles, but European castles were made out of stone because they were fire, you couldn't burn them down. But this is made mostly out of wood, and I still don't know why they do that. Why they didn't just make it all out of stone. But aesthetically, I don't know. You could just do more with wood, and it does look beautiful. It's unusual to me that they'd make any castle out of wood. Right. So that's Matsue Castle on a really nice spring afternoon during the cherry blossoms. I'm gonna walk out a little bit and show you some of the cherry blossoms before I cut off the feed. Once again, if you come to the castle, you can see here's the entrance. So normally it's 560 yen for a ticket, right? But if you have a foreigner's card or a passport, you get it for about half price. Of course, they have vending machines as well. If you want to get the ticket from a vending machine, that's particularly useful, I guess, if you have groups of 20 or 19 or 18. They have, wow. So no matter the group, you can get. And they take all of these tourist passes as well. They have so many of them. Okay. Here's the gate to the castle. Gosh, it's so nice to be here this time of year. I mean, yeah. Beautiful spring day. It's starting to rain again a little bit. Yesterday was a really tough day for me. I had food poisoning. I ate some bad fish or something in Hamada, and my stomach was in pain. I had a big headache and a fever. And this morning I feel good, which is great. I slept for 12 hours because I was due for a long sleep. But see here, that's beautiful too. I have the torii up there and the shrine. Oh, there's some clapping and some sort of picnic over there. I wonder if I can get invited to that. Marcus, what's that over there? Is that like a wedding or something?
It's the elderly people. They bring here to do Hana and...
Oh, anybody can go. Maybe.
No.
Maybe. Let's go take a look at the cherry blossoms because don't get that many chances to see them, and it's raining. You know, the cherry blossoms, as soon as the first big wind comes, or the first big rainstorm, all of them just fall off. And it's nice to get a chance to look at them before.
And that's why you need to eat
Yeah.
bento just near the cherry blossoms.
Right.
If you leave fall in your bento, you're gonna get lucky for how many years, I don't know.
Yeah.
For the rest of the year, or something like that.
Right. It's so nice. Look at these. I don't know. Can you eat them? Ugh. No. Nah. I can think of 100 things that taste better than a cherry blossom. Ah, so beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Oh, look at that tree, just totally white. She's posing for a photo. So nice. Look at these white flowers. And people are just picnicking outside. Let's see, this is like a cherry blossoms this season here. This is a time to be outside. Whoa! You're in for a treat now.
Nice.
Wow. I think he's in his 90s, that guy. That's really great. This looks like it's from the old people's home. Yeah, so that's nice. Some of the older people, they live in nursing homes, but today they're out. Oh, I still got that cherry blossom I ate before. They're not that good. Somebody commented, "Hey, eat a cherry blossom." I said, "Okay." I ate the cherry blossom, and you know what? It doesn't taste that good. It's sort of gross. I don't know. Okay, hold on. I feel like I'm destroying. All right, this is for science.
Here we go. I never tried it before.
Yeah, I never tried it before. Ah, gosh. It just tastes...
Just bitter.
Yeah, bitter, flowery. That's not good. I had food poisoning the other day, like yesterday. I'm eating cherry blossoms off the tree.
Tastes just like
Oh boy.
sakura.
Yeah.
Just
Tastes just like sakura. But it's really this really is the best time of year. And April is a very special time of the year in Japan because this is the start of the new year. All businesses, school starts in April. In the US it starts in September, and in Japan it's in April. April is the start of New Year's, new things. It's when in spring, you know, like a renewal of life, and that's sort of the way it is in Japan. Whereas in the US I think it might be New Year's. Here it's now. And cherry blossoms are very symbolic of that because they're here for so short of a time.
The winter's gone.
Yeah.
Now sakura.
Right. Right. Okay. So there you go from Matsue Castle on the Sea of Japan side in beautiful Sanin area. This is Shimane Prefecture. So I hope you enjoyed the tour of the castle. I'll leave you with some maps so you get an idea. Okay, and everything is in English, and I'm surprised also in Korean.
We're close to Korea here.
Yeah, because we're closer to Korea. A lot of the signs I've seen, they also include Korean, which is interesting. And you can see here's Matsue Castle, Matsue-jo. Jo is this symbol. It means castle. Matsue-jo. And we're down here. This is the castle area pretty much, and you can see it's surrounded by lakes, moats, which they have really nice ferry tours, I guess, tours with. If you look at the Izumo sunrise video, the night train, I got a chance. I rode that in that video. It's pretty cool. They sing songs from the Edo period in it, and you know what? It's stuff like that makes me feel I'm really in Japan, because sometimes you're surrounded by so many things from the U.S. here, or modern things, modern houses, modern buildings that look like you could be anywhere. And then you come to a place like this and you see a castle and you see a boat tour with a guy singing songs from hundreds of years ago, and that's really special. And that's one of the reasons why I came back to Matsue, and we got a chance to look through it, because this place really is special. And if you come to the Sanin area, you take that Izumo sunrise train, the night train from Tokyo, you come straight to Izumo, definitely, hit up Matsue Castle. And if you're in April, you're gonna have these cherry blossoms as well. So definitely, I will leave you with that instead of me for the next 20 seconds or so. Some of these beautiful cherry blossoms. So see you on the road. Big thank you to Marcus for picking me up and giving me a call. And thanks everybody for watching. Bye bye from Matsue.